Hey guys, tonight's movie review is Alex Cross, starring Tyler Perry, Matthew Fox, and Edward Burns. For those of you all who don't know much about this movie, Alex Cross is the main character. He is a police detective, played by Tyler Perry. And near the beginning of the movie, he and his team get called to the scene of a crime. There was a quadruple murder, and one of the victims was a young woman. And they are trying to figure out who this young woman is, why she was murdered, and who the murderer was. And as they kind of search through her house, Alex Cross, he is a detective that kind of knows everything. Like, he picks up the tiniest little clues and puts them together to solve the crimes, to solve these kind of puzzles. And from the clues that he finds at this young woman's house, he discovers who the next victim is going to be. And through doing that, they discover that the victims on this killer's list are all in a chain of a company for a Frenchman. And it's, the CEO, the COO, and up is who's on this man's list. So they learn that, and they learn a little bit more about the hitman, who's played by Matthew Fox. And as they get closer to finding Matthew Fox, the stakes rise. It involves their own family's danger, their danger, and it kind of goes from there without giving too much away. I thought that this movie was a decent effort. I thought that Tyler Perry, when I was going in, is he going to be believable in kind of an action role? I think so. I think that he did a pretty good job. He was believable as a detective. He was believable as someone who could be in kind of an action thriller movie. As far as the acting generally, it was good. There were points where kind of everybody in this movie was a little over dramatic, a little cheesy, but for the most part, I liked the acting. Matthew Fox in particular, he did a good job being a really creepy, psychopathic killer. He was believable. He was kind of freaky. As for the story itself, I liked the story. I thought it was interesting, and I wanted to see, whether they were going to be able to catch the killer before he'd done too much damage, who was going to have to die in the process, where was this going. I thought the story was good. The one complaint I'd have to make probably as far as the story, and maybe why this was an okay action movie versus a really good one, is that at times the flow wasn't so good. I know in an action or suspense movie, most of the time, it's not go, 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 go for the entire 2 hours of a movie, because most people, you couldn't handle that or wouldn't be believable. So I know there are points in the movie that have to be slower, and then action, and points of calming down, but I don't think it always flowed. Like, there would be a chase scene where they were almost getting Matthew Fox, and there were all these shooting and things, and then the next scene would be Tyler Perry having a serious talk with his daughter. It didn't quite fit. I can totally see what they were trying to do, but it didn't quite get there. But as far as the storyline, that was enjoyable. The acting was pretty good. I really enjoyed the score a lot. I thought that the music was not too overdone. It fit really well. I feel like this movie was like at a 70%. Like, it was definitely on its way to being a really good movie. It wasn't quite there. As far as a grade, I'd probably give it somewhere between like a C and a C minus, like a C half minus. I don't think that I would go to like a matinee to it. I probably wouldn't pay full price, but it's worth a matinee. It's not so bad, and I really thought it was a good first attempt at Tyler Perry being an action person. I'd like to see more of that and see where he can go with it. So that's what I have for tonight, kind of a C half minus. And thanks for watching. Bye.